So let's talk about first impressions. I think in most situations, first impressions are very important. It really helps set the tone for someone you first meet, so you can start doing kind of like your vibe check, so you can kind of gauge like, hey, can I be friends with this person or not? What's this person gonna be like? Like for example, this is like the biggest what not to do for anyone taking someone out for a date. I'm at the movie theater waiting around with my friends, waiting for our movie to start. And then this girl comes over to ticket scanner guy and she's complaining that she called her date, she told him she was gonna be late, and the guy went ahead, chose the movie, bought the tickets for them, and then because he didn't want to miss the movie, he went in without her. Me just standing on the side and hearing all this, I'm kind of invested now. So the guy comes out to give her her ticket and he's all annoyed now because he's missing part of the movie, and then they go in together. I look over and the movie was Bloodshot. Bloodshot? This guy is doing all this for the movie Bloodshot? Show of hands, how many people even remember the movie Bloodshot? Oh my gosh, he brought her to the movie Bloodshot. A couple minutes later, the girl comes out and she's standing there and she's like apologizing to us. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Is it cool if I stand here? I'll be on my phone the entire time. You don't need to apologize to us. You did nothing wrong. Stand wherever you want. And then she starts complaining about her date to my friends and I. Apparently this guy has tried to ask her out a couple of times already, and she finally decided to give him a chance. Like, damn bro, this is your first date and you made every possible wrong decision. At this point, I've talked to and spent more time with this girl than her actual date. Dude, do you even notice that your date is missing, or are you like hyper focused on Bloodshot right now? Later we had to say bye and we had to leave because our movie was starting. Fast forward to after the movie, we're leaving, and we see the girl sitting on the side somewhere FaceTiming someone and just ranting to them. I could probably assume that the date ended badly. So one of the first art classes for the third semester, they're doing icebreakers. It's kind of like a speed date format. You introduce yourself, talk to someone for a bit, and then rotate to the next person. My friend Danny rotates to this one girl. First time meeting her, and the girl goes, oh, I know you. You're the girl that hangs out with all the Asians. What is that supposed to mean? You know what? Thank you for seeing race, girly. Better than saying like, I don't see race, but like, still kind of like a weird thing to point out to someone you just met. Like, we became friends because we made each other laugh, we vibed with each other, and it just so happened that only 60% of our friend group was Asian. Am I wrong to say like, it's kind of like a weird thing to say to someone you just met? Like, I don't know, it's just weird. When I first started going to art school, I had this terrible first impression of what art students would be like. I came in expecting like quirky artist people, but my first ever class was this art history class in this big lecture hall, and this girl in front of me just had her laptop open, just browsing straight up hardcore dragon corn. And the lights are dimmed in this lecture hall, so all you really see is the projector and the bright lights of everyone's laptops in front of you. So it becomes very obvious who has a Word doc open and who is browsing dragon holes that cover half the laptop screen. I was literally like, is no one seeing this? That Dragussi is on full display. Why is everybody just paying attention to the lecture? I'm not trying to kink shame because we're a fur gang on this channel and that's kind of furry adjacent, or I guess in this case it's scaly? I don't know, I need a furry to help clarify, but anyways, there's a time and place, right? Like, girl, this is an art history lecture. But let's see what's on the next page while we're here. I was taking some summer school classes to get some credits out of the way, and one of these classes was a sustainable design class where you kind of just write papers on how things are well designed to help the environment, or badly designed and create a lot of waste. Our first project was to write a 1-paragraph proposal for what our final essay would be about. Pretty simple stuff, like 250 words, just a paragraph, right? The prof ended up announcing to the whole class that 3 students got the highest grade, and one of those students turned out to be me. For the record though, I'm not smart or anything, I'm dumb monkey brain. But like, the project was like super simple, and the prof even like sent out like an example proposal and said like, if you make your proposal look like this, you'll get a good grade. But I guess 2 students decided to take the prof literally and sent an exact copy paste of an example that the prof sent out and just changed a couple of the words, which the prof also called them out for. Keep in mind, this is like a 3rd year university class. So we're gonna call one of these guys that failed Jun. So thanks to the prof, I got the vibe that I should probably stay away from these guys. You know, don't partner with them for any group projects. Just don't get involved with them. This is a 2-month class. I'm just here to get the credit and go. But also, thanks to the prof, Jun got the vibe that, hey, I should try to leech off of this guy. So he would try to partner with me for projects. He would hit me up in my DMs, keep trying to glaze me up and whatnot. One time we were on a class trip to the Evergreen Brickworks, and for the entire trip, he would just keep hovering around me, getting up all in my space. Hey, you're like a really smart guy or something, right? Like, you got like the best mark in the last project, you know, I really like your writing style. No, I just followed the instructions, wrote a paragraph, you know, just like what the prof said. Nah, you're like secretly like a really smart person. You know, I'm on to you, come on, what are you hiding? I literally just followed what the prof said and I just used Google. I'm literally not doing anything different. come on, man. What are you doing to make the prof like you and not me? You gotta be like doing something, right? Like, come on. You gotta have some like secret essay writing tips. Give me some tips. Help me out here. Okay, I really need everyone to know that this is like a very straightforward class. All you gotta do is think of a topic, anything, you know, something that people would just throw away. Cigarettes, candy wrappers, toilet paper. I thought of 3 on the spot right there. Type it into Google and then you write about it. At this point, I'm getting annoyed because I tried to help him. I already gave him some tips. Follow the instructions that the prof clearly put on each assignment and not cheat. It's that easy. It's a 2-month course. Everything I've been saying seems to be going in one ear and coming out the other. It does seem to be getting to him. So at this point, I started giving him stupid meme tips like, okay, you know what? Here's my secret. Come here. To make your paper look more full, hit Control F to find all your periods and then change them all from size 12 to 14. And if you're trying to reach the word count, type gibberish at the bottom of your paper and then change the font to white. All very dumb stuff that people would meme about. But you won't believe what Jun did. He took out his phone and started writing all these tips down on his notes app. Oh, yeah. That's good. Thanks, man. I gotta write this down. Oh no, what did I do? I don't think there's any hope for you. The days leading up to our final essay being due, Jun kept DMing me asking me if I finished my essay yet. And if I finished, can I send it to him? You know, he's gonna help me look it over. Just looking out for me, you know? What a sweet guy. Obviously, I kept saying no, but he wouldn't stop asking. It got to the point where the day the essay was due, every couple hours, he would message me asking if I'm done. I'd say stuff like, nah, I'm the type to procrastinate, you know, submit things at the last minute. And I got these other courses I gotta work on, so I'm really busy. And Jun would reply with, damn man, cutting it kinda close. Anyways, let me know when you finish writing it. I never replied. Left on red. Boom. Done. So at like 12 in the morning, at the last minute the paper was due, he messaged me asking if I finished. I'm lying in bed. I submitted my paper a couple days ago, but you know, I replied to him, you know, I'm gonna take the late penalty because I'm super busy with all these other classes I gotta take. So I can't really focus on this paper. I gotta focus on all these other projects. So I guess he was really desperate at this point, so he asked if I could send him my last group project because he was such a fan of how it turned out when we were presenting it. All that project was just a JPEG. It was just an infographic of Keurig pods. Kinda sus, but at this point I'm trying to sleep, the class is over, so I just sent it to him anyways. The final project is like this big 6 to 12 page essay. I don't know how he's gonna use a JPEG image to plagiarize an essay. The only way you're getting 6 to 12 pages out of that is like blowing it up really large and printing it out in pieces. I have no idea what happened to Jun in the end, but I did look him up on social media a couple years after graduating, and he was still in school. So am I worried that Jun is gonna see any of this? No. After the class was over, he kind of just unfollowed me on everything. So I guess I was just no longer useful to him. Anyways, that's pretty much it for today. Those are just some of my thoughts on first impressions that I've had. Please feel free to share any interesting first interactions you may have had in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the stuff that I make. Leave a like, give it a share, and yeah, bye.